insert just into the very entrance as well as the respiratory. Very gentle. And then clearing using the little finger. So just cooling, treating the sinuses, temporals, the parietals. Just going to have a little look in the ear. I'm just going to get the otoscope. The good thing is it looks nice and clean and clear. The hairs are clear. There's not too much wax, just the right amount. And I'm looking at the ear that has the most health and least problems. We'll be doing the one that's had a little issue second. Just going to use my acupressure point in order to check the acupressure points of the ear. So coming round the spine, applying very light pressure. And then starting to apply a little more. So this is the brain here. It can be a bit sore around the front of the ear. And then looking inside on the cartilage. Checking the organs. So this is an upside down fetus with the head here and the eye, and then the area of the thoracics coming down to the pelvis. And below the waist. So the ear candles are hollow tubes with a filter in the base end below the red line and hard plastic at the end of the linen and cotton candle, which is actually more like a chimney because it's hollow. And there are essential oils in the linen and the cotton and beeswax. Chamomile, it smells beautiful when it's lit. And it has the effect of gently drawing out any impurities. So I'm just holding the end of the candle to cool the smoke down to the bottom. Then I know that the air is coming all the way down, which will then pull from underneath like a chimney. Holding the end, making sure there's no hair over the ear. And then just going to insert just into the very entrance, just pulling the earlobe gently to create a good seal, and a very gentle turn to the candle to secure it. And we'll be holding it the whole time. That's really good. No smoke coming out of the base. Just going to give a beautiful sinus and respiratory massage to help clear the sinuses to the forehead and the cheeks, and the glands to help the lymph system as well as the respiratory. Very gentle. And the candle is burning well. The ear is clear and open, so that bodes really well for a nice flowing candle with not too much noise or firework reactions of the flame. So if there is any blockage in the ear, any problem with the eardrum, any congestion, sinus, COVID, etc., then the candle will burn sporadically. But it's glowing nice and smoothly. And then using the little finger to come into the sinuses below the eye, as these sinus channels are very delicate and fine. So using the little finger pad to gently anchor and therapy localize those sinus channels. And then under the cheekbone. Again, the flame is travelling down the candle very smoothly. So good. So it normally takes about 10 to 12 minutes per candle to burn down from the top to just above the red line. And this is quite a key place along here for the jawline to treat and relax. Whenever I feel an area needs a little bit more attention, I just stay there a moment longer. This also helps to relax the jaw, the TMJ, the jaw hinge. This area here can feel quite tight, and the breathing has now gone into a beautiful, rhythmic, tranquil state. And just pulling the soft fascia above the ear. This also helps to relax the muscles around the ear. Oh, there was a little firework then. I could hear the noise, a little crackling noise. And then into the acupressure points behind the head. A beautiful point that you can feel as a therapist whether it needs more time, it feels good, it should be expanding and contracting with the breath. And then just to the side of the centre, as the linen and cotton bends down, being a fabric, it won't come off like paper would. the center point. Another little firework. Turning to raise gently to the water. And then just having a look at the ear with a cotton bud, clearing away any remnants from the smoke, just on the outside of the ear, around the lobe, back of the ear, cleaning and clearing. And turning just to wipe around the very entrance and turning. Then just going to give the ear itself a massage. Pulling and stretching. Beautiful hair, so soft. Just clearing it all away from the ear area. Warming the area up, soothing the muscles and glands. Okay, Melissa, if you'd like to turn over. You okay?
Yes, really relaxing.
Just checking with the otoscope. Again, really clear, beautiful. The hairs are clear, clean. The ear is not red or inflamed. There's no swelling. There's no big wax residues. Lovely. And then just testing with the acupressure point around the front and the spine. Into the head, into the lobe, which Melissa and I realise we have similar lobes, don't we? So, I don't know if you can see that with my earrings in, but I don't really have a hanging lobe. It just comes straight from the head. And the same with Melissa. And apparently that's not very common. So write in, guys. If you don't have a lobe like Melissa's and mine, then let us know. Isn't that amazing? I don't know what it means, but this, in reflexology terms, is the head. So the eye is normally where we have our piercing, right in the centre. And apparently, whether this is true or not, that's why pirates used to pierce their one ear, because that was the eye that they used for their telescope out to sea. And it was constant acupressure. Whether that's true, whether it's accurate, I'm not sure. So just testing round the back of the ear, which is the spine of the upside down fetus. And the legs come back up here, knees. Yeah, that might be a bit sore there, I'm feeling that. And then inside there's a little bit of a red patch. So I'm just going to go round it at first. On the hard cartilage I am supporting the ear behind. So there's a little bit of a red patch there. And again here, I don't know if the acupressure point will hold it on there, but close to that point, but more here. Did that hurt at all, Melissa? Yeah. So this is like having a massage to the whole body via the ears. Looks good. So again, just supporting the candle at the base, waiting for the smoke to appear at the bottom. Here we are. Just holding the candle so the smoke doesn't carry on coming out. And then a gentle breath, sealing, holding the candle in place. If you could just put your head down more this way, that's perfect, Melissa, thank you. I'm just going to turn the candle a couple of millimeters to secure it, and then holding it in place, and a beautiful facial sinus drain massage to the left side of the face. I should say, when I banged my finger in a fire door, the fire door was trying to close and my hand was trying to keep the door open for someone coming through. And that end finger caught the brunt of the whole door. It was incredibly painful. And my first thought was, I need to douse it in neat lavender. And I was in someone else's house. And so I knew that she's a bit like me. She has lots of alternative remedies around the house. She wasn't there at the time. So I then had to go round every room looking for some lavender. It didn't take me long to find it. And no sooner had I absolutely doused it in neat lavender than the pain started dissipating. And it got less and less and less, and every hour the pain was less. And actually, for about a week there was no mark. It did feel a bit bruised, but no mark. And then that mark you see now has just come out in the last few days. But there's no pain anymore, fortunately. So good old lavender to the rescue. So you'll see with this massage that I'm actually pressing, but also slightly encouraging movement out and away. That's good. And then clearing using the little finger, but a long pad rather than the end point from the centre, clearing across the sinus membranes, out all the way to the ear. And tiny little fireworks. There's definitely a little bit more noise with this candle. So the candle has a lovely, gentle sucking action, just like a chimney, where it draws upwards. So it's drawing the impurities from the ear. It's helping equalize the pressure to the drum. And some people are so aware of a very gentle and warming action across inside the sinus membranes, even tasting those essential oils down very gently into the throat, just an essence of it. But it also really helps clear the head, helps clear headaches, migraines. There's lots of little crunching, crackling sounds. It helps for brain focus and attention and memory, helps with balance, any dizziness, tinnitus, noise inside the head. Then working on the jaw. Softening, helping the muscle to relax. And a bit of tightness here. And then into the acupressure points behind. along the bladder, gallbladder, and occiput meridians. And then around the ear itself. It's a really nice feeling to pull up the fascia above the ear onto the cranium, rolling that fascia upwards over the bone. And while it looks like it's going to drop off because it's fabric material, it doesn't drop, it just wafts. Just holding into that place. And clearing round the spine, cooling and treating, sending lots of good energy to the ear, the respiratory system, and the whole body through the ear. With a little scalp massage. The base of the neck, the base of the cranium, around the occiput, temporals, the parietals,
that was so nice. So relaxing.